G'day, welcome back to Panoply Pictures. Was here. So we're writing a movie, and if the movie does well and we get enough likes, comments, subscribes, all that sort of stuff, start to get some of that YouTube cash, we can use that to make money to make the movie, right? We also have like a donation thing, and you can invest and all that if you want to, be more involved and be a bit more sort of active in that sort of a way, and that would be fantastic as well. But so last time we went over like the basic structure of the film, so we broke it down, as you can see here, into the basic parts of a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 act structure, whatever sort of structure you want to use. Like people break them down into smaller parts, and that makes them bigger structures and everything. But really, we just want to be doing this, So we've got to the point where our character has accepted their fate, and this is when you usually have like a montage thing or something, or maybe it could be a little rebellion thing or something. So what I thought our midpoint here could be, because remember we've got this, main person here who's our previous hitman for death, was a bit whatever and has gone rogue. And I guess in this sort of regard, death isn't, like omnipotent, like so omniscient or omnipresent, all that sort of stuff. Only knows what's going on now, doesn't see into the future, can look back retrospectively, but in our one, doesn't look into the future. So our midpoint, I think, to lock our guy into, like maybe here is, so this is where they get assigned by death to kill the other one, and then maybe they don't want to do that or something. We'll work all that out later. But I think what could be a good here for our midpoint is where this other death hit thing is now knows that they're onto him. Maybe they had a failed attempt. Maybe we could put a failed attempt in here. Yeah, so this could be a failed attempt on it, which alerts that the other one that, oh, I see what's going on now, So they're onto it. So now they're looking at our good death hitman against our bad death hitman type thing. So they could, like the bad one could now go, oh well, I know what you're doing. I'm going to go find that girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, child or whatever it is what we're sort of doing, and then try to increase the stakes there a little bit. So this will take our, like from our midway of our film, so now we're about 40, 45, 50 minutes in, to like the next 20 minutes or half an hour of it to be like bang, like ding, the thing, like it's constant, and then he's got to have this big battle. We'll just call it bad guy for now, just because whatever. Hunts down new hitters, I don't know, partner and child. So that could be what we're looking at now, is like, who are they? They're now looking at to try to get them, right? So that's what this bit's about. So maybe a close call here. And then like our end point here or conclusion will be, or maybe here somewhere it'd be like, beats the other hitman and they die for reals. I don't know how we're going to do that just yet. Maybe they get after they do it, they get some sort of bad place. I don't know. Who knows? We'll work it out later. Maybe you have an idea, and I'd love to hear it, because clearly I'm just making it up, because that's all we ever do, right? So there needs to be like back and forth here where they're sort of chasing down, or maybe this could go, you know, they could fight in different locations all around the world and all that, depending on how big our budget gets. Probably all be done in front of a green screen and not such a big budget. So yeah, I don't know. So there just needs to be a series of events here. And this is where you need to, like, you know, set up your character arcs, and the arcs for each scene is like, will they get the key? No, they won't get the key because the key is locked inside a box, and to get to the box they've got to open the door, and to open the door they've got to find the you know, I mean, all that sort of stuff's got to happen. So your movie shouldn't be and then. It shouldn't be like they got in the car and then they went to the shop and then they got the thing. It should be they got into the car, but then they realized they didn't have the keys. So they had to go back to the house to try to get the keys, but the door was locked and the killer's inside the house. That type of thing, you know. So then they Google how to hotwire the car. I don't know, something. Do you know? So you don't want your film to be this, then that, then this, then that, then this, then that. It should be, I want to go from here to here, but I can't go here to here because every time I want to go from here to here, there should be something in the way that's stopping me. Do you know what I mean? There should always be some sort of conflict or drama or something in there that's causing you to pull up and then kind of really reassess and look at what's going on. And so that's our thing for in there. So like some sort of a series of events, but I don't know what they are just yet. And this will be basically the showdown between those two characters. So, and then, you know, they would, you know, gets good at the job, and the conclusion is that, you know, maybe they accept their fate and still look after and watch their old family grow. You know, I guess the other thing that we could do in here as well is our character could maybe they forget. You know, I mean, not straight away, but over the course of a few years, you know, maybe they start to forget about who they were and all that sort of stuff, so that they're not forever locked into this trying to get their kid or their wife or their whatever, or their husband or whatever, to stay with them forever, because that would be not only counterproductive for them working for death, but it would also be harmful for them, because they would have to, a little bit like Highlander, right? Like, you watch the people you love grow old and die and you're fine. You know, like, I think that's kind of anybody who's experienced, you know, death of somebody that they really care about in life, which I'm sure everybody has. We never get out of that. You know, everyone gets hit by something like that in life. Maybe that's the thing that kind of does it for them, you know. So maybe we put something in there, you know. Maybe here, in time they forget. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe death sort of explains it up here. In the montage, you know, it's like a training sequence. You know, gotta have a montage. Learning their powers, learning how to do stuff before they get out there in the real world. A little few practice runs on some low-level criminals before they got to deal with the big people. Training, and actually that would work out well, because if they find out early on in life that, or early on in this job thing, right, that they're going to forget about their life, then it'd be very, very important for them to set up their family before they forget, right? Like, they know that they're going to lose that ability to remember who that person was. So if that was me, and I'm assuming it'd be you as well, and we'll give this person a bit of stoicism and all that as well, I think is good, you know. They would want to do the right thing by their family, so that they've kind of sort of solved problems that could be coming up in the future. So I think that's not a bad idea. So we might run with that a little bit as well, you know. Anyway, we'll leave it there for today. So that's where we're at now. We're sort of just building our structure of our book, which turns into our movie. And I kind of write the book first and add dialogue and then expand that out into the movie. Just allows me to write more thing and create a better world so you can see it. So yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share with other filmmakers, share with other writers, share with creatives, share with people who've got always crazy ideas for a movie but never really do anything about it. Get them to start commenting and let's start interacting a little bit more and see where we go with it. Okay, all the best. Take it easy.